Much of the day. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday morning. It's February 4th, and fittingly, you'll never guess what song was playing on the radio when I got in my car at a negative 14 degrees this morning. Just take my breath away. And I am not joking. That is what came on the radio. Meteorologist Eric Gage is over in the Weather Center tracking those cold temperatures. Eric, we had the overnight temperatures that were very cold. I think we can only go up from there.
Yes, so for right now, and in fact, we have, I'd say bone-chilling temperatures of 40s, and in some areas, thankfully not in our area, 50 below zero. And this is just a feels-like temperature, not the actual one. We factor in wind chill along with the temperature. So taking a look at overnight feels-like temperatures, 36 below zero in Old Forge, 43 degrees below zero in Coldbrook, 32 below zero in Brookfield, and 33 degrees below zero in Lawrence. So overall, very chilly temperatures, Arctic temperatures, I should say, overnight. And in fact, we have two records that we broke as of this morning. The first one, we clearly broke the overnight low temperature for February 4th, set back in 1978. The record was 17 below zero. Last night, we reached 18 degrees below zero, measured at Griffith Park in Rome. The second record, actually, for those of you that caught the Weather Wednesday this past week, we actually were this is the latest time besides 2001, where we fell below zero after January. So in fact, we changed this record to the first ever since 1970. We fell below zero after January. This has mainly been, we fell below zero before then too. Very mild winter so far, this winter so far. And in fact, current temperature 14 degrees below zero in Rome right now, going up to the North Country, even in the negative 20s. And although it's quiet, we're seeing some sunshine right now. We could be seeing some flurries today as clouds begin to move in from a weak warm front, and those chilly temperatures are not going to last long. We're warming back up into the 30s and eventually 40s tomorrow. Look at that full forecast is coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Eric. And not what anyone wants to deal with when it is this cold out, but there is a power outage in Ilion right now. We are told Behringer, Harriet, Hall, Rockwell, Fitzer, and 2nd Street Extension, as well as Scholl, Newton, and other streets are seeing issues with power outages. The Village of Ilion Light Department is working on these outages right now. We don't have the expected restoration times just yet, but again, power outages in the Village of Ilion this morning. Warming shelters are still open. In Utica, the first floor of the Oneida County office building on Park Avenue will be open as a shelter overnight once again tonight. Officials tell us people did take refuge there last night during the overnight hours. That one is just overnight. The Rescue Mission of Utica at 205 Rutger Street is a 24-hour shelter. In Otsego County, Catholic Charities in Oneonta is providing shelter. In Herkimer County, the auditorium of the Ilion Municipal Center was an overnight shelter last night during the coldest temperatures. The Syracuse Regional Authority, which operates Syracuse-Hancock.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Saturday morning and welcome back. This morning we're starting out with absolutely Arctic temperatures. Now, surprisingly, this will not last long. We're warming up today into the mid to teens to lower 20s by later on tonight, and eventually the 30s and possibly 40s start out the work week. Let's take a live look outside. Some sunshine. Taking a look at our Utica National camera overlooking at Main Street in Cooperstown. This sunshine still, once again, won't be lasting too long today. We're seeing some clouds moving in from the west due to a weak warm front. It's a push into our area, warming up those temperatures. But for right now, taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, off the radar. Still, things are looking quiet across the area and will remain dry, at least for the most part right now. However, as you move our way out towards the west, you can see that there is some snow showers still out towards Buffalo. It can't move away that quick right now, but they're moving into the area as we head into tonight. Now, if you're heading out this morning, bundle up, grab every coat you can, especially for the winds that have thankfully calmed down, but still absolutely frigid temperatures this morning. And we do gradually warm up by today, but still going to want to bundle up and stay warm as highs for the day will reach the mid-teens. Now, head on the clock for today, starting out with temperatures. Seeing below zero for this morning, warming up to above zero by noon and eventually reaching the teens by 4 and 5 p.m. Now, along with that, too, look at those wind speeds. Still calm winds this morning. Thankfully, the wind chills have weakened. Now, as we head into tonight, winds will start to pick up once again. So Although we'll feel below zero this morning, it will still not feel very warm tonight with temperatures still feeling like the single digits. But other than that, look at sunshine this morning, increasing clouds, and a few lingering light flurries today. And in fact, those chilly temperatures aren't lasting long. 17 for the high for today. But as we head into tomorrow, warming up into the mid-30s with milder conditions, mostly cloudy skies, even a chance of a few lingering light rain and snow showers by tomorrow evening. So this Arctic front is not looking to be lasting all too long. So our radar and satellite, we have this very weak warm front pushing into our area. So we've got this very cold air mass, very dry air mass too. Now this warm front is going to push in, bring in more warm temperatures into our area relatively. I'm saying warm, meaning right around 20 degrees. So although it's not going to be as warm, still compared to overnight lows feeling like the negative 20s, definitely a big difference. So for today, highs warming up at least by noon down into the single digits for the afternoon, warming up into the teens by this evening. Seeing those passing clouds, a few light flurries associated with this too. Not looking to see a lot in terms of accumulation. As we head into tonight, decreasing clouds, partly sunny skies tomorrow morning, starting about 6 a.m., warming up into the 20s, 30s, and possibly 40 degrees in the Mohawk Valley. So a big change. And you can see right here, 5 p.m., a weak disturbance will push in a few lingering light rain and snow showers depending on elevation as we head into tomorrow. So for today, high of 17 degrees, clouds and a few flurries. Tonight, cooling down into the lower teens once again with chilly conditions. Our 7-day forecast, those frigid Arctic temperatures not looking to be anywhere, at least in the near future. Sunday 38, Monday 35, Tuesday up to 45 degrees. So this warm stretch is looking to arrive as we head into the middle of next week. So our trivia question, what is the lowest temperature on record for the Mohawk Valley in February?
For the whole month, let's say B, 29.
29, 34 degrees
cold.
below zero, set back in 1934. And what's
So
crazy is 2 years before that, 1932, we had that. Actually, it's 4 days. We were above 60 degrees in January.
You remember that?
Yeah. Well, actually, I did a whole research on that too. But it's insane how 2 year difference we have.
Back in
60.
1932.
Back in 1932, I remember that.
Thank you so much, Eric. And thank you. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're good.
Until it warms up, if you don't have the problem at that time outside, not just to avoid frostbite and hypothermia, but to protect your heart. One doctor we spoke with says when it's this cold outside, ask for help, check on your neighbors, and if you don't have to run an errand right now, wait.
Your metabolism is trying to work to keep your body warm, and the harder it has to work, the heart has to do that as well. So if there's any kind of pre-existing heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, history of a stroke, this puts you more at risk when you're out in the cold trying to rev that heart up to help get things going, to keep you warm.
Jones warns her most at-risk patients, only go out if you have to in the cold temperatures. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the signs of a heart attack. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith, getting a lot of extreme overnight temperatures from our sky watchers. Let's get you right over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Eric Gage to talk about some of those overnight temperatures. And the good news is we can only go up from here.
Yes, thankfully although we had frigid Arctic overnight temperatures, it's only going to be warming up as we head into today as well as tomorrow. So it's very short-lived. Although we haven't really had a winter, this has been our pretty...
If this was it?
one day of winter, yeah. It's pretty mild so far. And in fact, more mild as we head into the middle of next week. But take a look at our sky watchers checking in. 29 below zero, Old Forge, 25 below zero in Westdale, Huron this morning. 25 below zero as well in Curtis Corners. 15 and 16 below zero in Clinton and at New Hartford. 27 below zero checking in Coldbrook. A little bit warmer in the southern valleys. -9 in West Lawrence, -12 in Hartwick, -9 in Cooperstown, and -17 in Edmondson. As I mentioned before, this is very short-lived. This warm front is arriving as we head into today, warming up into the 30s by tomorrow, even 40s as we head into Tuesday. So this winter has been very mild aside from, in fact, just last night. So As we head into tomorrow, still once again warmer temperatures. Now, along with the sunshine we're seeing this morning, it's going to be short-lived as well. We're seeing a weak disturbance move through our area. This is this warm front arriving, bringing those temperatures up, and also seeing possibly a few scattered light flurries along with increasing clouds. So for today, high of 17 degrees, warming up slightly, going to be above zero as we head into this afternoon, in the teens by this evening. Even warmer tomorrow. Look at your full week forecast coming up. Back over to you.
Thank you, Eric. Police want you to get a good look at...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. This Saturday morning we are tracking very frigid temperatures starting out, but we're going to be warming up into the teens by this afternoon and eventually the 30s by tomorrow. First, I want to take a look at our second record broken. I want to clarify this because there was confusion with this. So basically what this means is that we haven't fallen below zero so far this season until last night. And since 1970, we haven't had our first zero or below day in February. They've all happened before February 1st. So basically what this means is that we have had one of the most mild winters so far on record. We've had cold days, but we haven't officially fallen below zero this season until last night. Just want to clarify that. Now, taking a live look outside, our Mountain Ice Paint and Leaf gel camera overlooking the city of Oneonta. Still looking at sunshine this morning. However, sunshine will gradually come to an end as clouds will start to arrive from the west due to a weak warm front. Now, for today, what this means is that temperatures are going to start out very frigid, below zero, warming up into above zero to single digits by noon and eventually the mid-teens by this evening. Now, winds will start to pick up too, so it won't feel very warm so far. And in fact, what the temperatures will feel like is still well below zero for this morning, and then by noon, 4 below zero, and then finally just feeling like single digits for this afternoon. So bundle up and stay warm for today because it's not warming up by much. Now, we're seeing sunshine this morning. Clouds will start to increase from a warm front. We're not going to see a whole lot of snow, but maybe a few lingering snow flurries as we head into this afternoon and this evening. But overall, as we head into this evening, warming up into the mid-teens by tomorrow, temperatures reaching the mid-30s. So definitely way more mild tomorrow, and those mild temperatures do continue. This Arctic wave came in like very quickly, but is only going to be short-lived. So, radar and satellite, what we're seeing right now is clouds arriving. Now, we do have this warm front out towards the west pushing into our area, and what this means is that although we have cold temperatures in our area at this moment, this warm air will move in and bring in those high temperatures into the teens for today, and then once again into the 20s and eventually 30s by tomorrow. So our skycast for today, still by noon, increasing clouds, looking at temperatures in the single digits, feeling very frigid as well. Warming up into the mid-teens by this evening as around sunset, decreasing clouds, but then another wave moves into our area, bringing additional cloud cover by tomorrow. So we could see some patchy sunshine for those of you in the southern valleys. Then due to lifting, we could be seeing some rain and snow moving in just north of the Mohawk Valley as we head into tomorrow evening. Still very mild relatively into the mid-30s by the Mohawk Valley by the evening. You can see right there snow showers and a few lingering light sprinkles in the Mohawk Valley for tomorrow. For the most part, still generally quiet conditions along with that snow to the north, and areas of the south will generally remain dry as we head into tomorrow. So for today, high of 17 degrees, a mixture of clouds and flurries. Tonight, low 14 with chilly conditions once again. But our 7-day forecast returning to more mild conditions by Sunday and Monday. A few lingering flurries in the morning, 35 degrees. Warmer on Tuesday, 45. And then by Wednesday, looking at a high of 38 degrees with dry conditions. And our trivia question, if you get frostbite, should you rub snow on your skin?
I'm going to say no, just because I spoke with a doctor yesterday and you're not supposed to rub your skin at all.
Yes, it's a big no. I want to emphasize that too, because we did get people that were saying if you get frostbite, rub snow on. Do not do that. Get into a warm place, especially for this morning. If you're outside, just get inside. It's warm.
Yeah.
It's not, the cold is not going to last long. So
no, it's going to warm up today, and it's a gradual warm up when you have frostbite. Like you really just want to like slowly use,
Yeah, slowly warm up. You don't want to.
All right, thank you so much, Eric. RFC Contracting is helping folks protect their pipes in these cold temperatures. Plumber Robert Catchambone recommends checking the windows in your basement for drafts by using a lighter. This is very important. The flame will flicker if there is a draft. He says you want to cover those basement windows to keep the cold air out. He also has some advice on what to do in areas of the home that are particularly hard to heat.
Run all your fixtures in your house, keep the water running, and keep the heat up. You know, it might cost you a little bit more in your heating bills, but versus when it breaks, it's going to cost a lot more. I don't see the calls coming in until tomorrow afternoon and Sunday and Monday. Monday's supposed to be 40, so that's when they'll start breaking, and some might be seeing water coming through their ceiling.
You don't want to use any kind of a torch to heat the pipes either. Flames could run up inside the wall, set your house on fire before your eyes. If a pipe does freeze and you can't safely work on it, you need to call a plumber. We're back after this.
First look at your forecast tonight at 6 with meteorologist Eric Gage. Eric, it was extremely cold.
Yeah, putting it lightly, it was downright Arctic this morning.
Yeah.
Temperatures obviously record-breaking. I'll show the records in a second. But first off, showing this is a great video sent in by Scott on the Rain. They had boiling water and it was so cold. In fact, in this video in Barneveld, it was 25 below zero that they chucked the water up in the air and it froze immediately. That's how cold it was. And in fact, it was cold enough that we did set some records. So the first record we set, obviously, was the low temperature, 17 below zero, measured in the Mohawk Valley in 1978. That was broken last night. We reached a low temperature of 18 degrees, not including the wind chill. Those wind chills brought those temperatures feeling like down into the negative 30s, even negative 40s for some of us as well. Our second record we broke too is that we've had a very mild winter. We actually haven't fallen below zero so far this winter until last night, meaning this is the latest time of the season since 1970 that we actually fell below zero. You can see that curve right there. The most common time we do fall below zero is late December. So we did reach our first later than January below zero temperature. Now, right now, 7 degrees measured at the Griffith Park in Rome. Also that warm front. We didn't mention any warming up today. Still gradual. Warm fronts bring gradual warming. So 15 in Syracuse, 25 in Rochester. Tonight we're gradually warming up. And you can see the very leading edge of this warm front producing a few lingering light flurries and cloud cover coming to this area. And for tonight, once again, a low of 14 degrees. Chilly conditions. However, we are warming up. And tomorrow, finally reaching above freezing yet again. This Arctic wave isn't lasting long. We'll have details on what to expect for the week ahead coming up. Back over to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric. President Biden made a surprise stop in Syracuse today.
Dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. Frigid temperatures continue across the area this evening and into tonight. However, we do gradually warm up, and by tomorrow we could be reaching temperatures above freezing, believe it or not. Let's take a live look outside. Our Utica National Insurance Group camera. We're looking at Main Street in Cooperstown. Still seeing relatively quiet conditions across the area. However, taking a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 down for the radar. A weak warm front pushing into our area, bringing those temperatures above zero for today and gradually warming up overnight. We'll produce a few lingering light flurries today for this evening. Not going to be too bad in terms of snowfall amounts. And in fact, I want to bring attention to actually up towards New Hampshire. Now, last night, Mount Washington, that usually sees some very extreme weather scenarios, reached 108 degrees below zero for wind chill, and in fact broke the record for wind chill temperatures in the U.S. So this is not just overall, this is an entire wind chill record for the United States broken in Mount Washington last night. Now, the low temperature, 47 degrees below zero, actually did not break any records. So, but in fact, for last night, it's been, in fact, record-setting temperatures across the area. Now, this evening, temperatures still in the single digits and even in the lower double digits across the area. 7 in Norway, 2 degrees in Curtis Corners, as well as Forestport and West Leiden, 7 in Westdale and Yorkville, 12 degrees checking in New Hartford. Southern Valley is a little bit warmer temperatures in the upper lower single digits to lower teens. 10 in Richfield Springs, 10 in Cooperstown, 10 in West Lawrence, 7 in Whitesboro, and 9 degrees in Eaton. And although we are seeing frigid temperatures, those aren't lasting long. So taking a look at today's low temperature this morning, 18 degrees below zero. Tomorrow's high is going to be 38 degrees, so a difference of around 50 degrees in the matter of around 24 hours or so. So well above our 25-degree mark in terms of a cliffhanger. So our radar and satellite composite, we are seeing this warm front pushing into our area. Although we're seeing those frigid Arctic temperatures, those are gradually warm up overnight as this warm front continues to move into our area. So what that means is that tonight, as we head into early tomorrow morning, those temperatures are going to be gradually warming up. Now, 6 p.m. tonight, still looking at temperatures in the Mohawk Valley, still in the single digits, but by 6 a.m. tomorrow, reaching the lower 20s to mid 20s across the area. Now, increasing clouds for tomorrow, still looking relatively dry, except for tomorrow evening. This is when a weak wave moves into our area. Looking at a few lingering light rain and snow showers, especially north of the Mohawk Valley as we head into tomorrow night. Now for Monday morning, this front pushes through and you could see a few light flurries for your morning commute, but still looking to be not too bad as we head into Monday morning. And in fact, those temperatures still looking to be in the 30s, not only for tomorrow, but as well as Monday. So for tonight, low of 14 degrees. Chilly, however, is going to be warming up as we head into tomorrow. Looking ahead towards our forecast for tomorrow, 38 degrees, a little bit warmer. Our 7-day forecast, looking ahead towards Tuesday, 41 degrees with some showers. Dry on Wednesday. Thursday, a mixture of rain and snow. It's still very early, but we're keeping an eye on next weekend. The possibility of a winter storm. It could be rain or snow. The path is still yet to be determined. Ben?
Thank you very much, Eric. Coming up next, it's Hockey Night in Utah. It's your forecast tonight at 11 with meteorologist Eric Gage. Still cold out there, Eric.
Yes, that's right. And after a record-breaking start this morning, surprisingly, it's going to be warming up as we head into tonight. Now, taking a look at local temperatures across the area, notice that the warmer temperatures are starting to arrive from the south due to a weak warm front. So you can see 16 degrees in Earlville, 14 degrees in Richfield Springs, still around 8 degrees in Whitesboro, but a little bit warmer, 12 degrees over in Westmoreland. And these temperatures will gradually warm up as we head into tonight and early tomorrow morning. As we head into tomorrow, actually, looking at possibly reaching above freezing as we head into tomorrow evening. So those Arctic frigid temperatures are not going to be lasting too long. Now, take a look at our week for the next several days. Starting out for Sunday is a high of 38 degrees, but as I said before, those temperatures for the next several days not going back below zero anytime soon. 35 for Monday, 41 for Tuesday, even 45 by Thursday. So those mild winter temperatures we've usually been seeing for the past month or so will be continuing for the remainder of the work week. Now, taking a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, off the radar, still things are looking relatively quiet. A few lingering light flurries from a weak disturbance pushing through our area, but for the most part, we look to remain dry. And for tonight, once again, low temperatures still in the teens, gradually warming up as we head into tomorrow morning. A look at your Sunday forecast as well as the week ahead coming up. Back over to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric. Utica Police.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. More mild temperatures are on the way as we head into tomorrow, but first we have to get through some frigid temperatures tonight with wind chills still hovering right around 0 degrees. Let's take a live look outside. Our Oneonta camera brought to you a Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel. Still some quiet conditions for most of the area. Taking a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, off the radar. We are seeing a few light flurries moving throughout the area due to a warm front tonight. Now, this will continue to push its way up towards the northeast. Not looking to be seeing any significant measurable snowfall for tonight, but as into tomorrow, that will likely change as another round of some light snow, even some rain showers move into our area as into tomorrow night. So we're talking about snowfall. This is between 7 p.m. tomorrow and for noon on Monday. A disturbance will push through our area. Now, with temperatures still looking to be a little bit above freezing in the Mohawk Valley, looking at trace to 1 inch of accumulation roughly as this front pushes through. This will be on the trail end, so the beginning part of this will likely fall as rain. Trace to 2 inches still looking to be on the lower side of this. Only very high, more higher elevations will see that 2 inch mark, with still the 2 to 4 inch range still in the Tug Hill region. For the most part, not going to see any significant snowfall, at least for the near future. And in fact, our chance of snow outlook starting out for the next several hours into tomorrow morning, still looking relatively dry. Those chances start to increase with rain and snow arriving as we head into tomorrow night between 11 p.m. and for your morning commute. You still could see a few lingering flurries for your morning commute on Monday. So radar and satellite composite, those frigid temperatures are coming to an end because we are seeing a warm front pushing through. We can see some of that precipitation, those snow showers arriving due to that, also as well as lake effect. Now this will push through into your area overnight, meaning that overnight temperatures will be the coldest right now and will gradually warm up as we head into tomorrow morning. And speaking of those temperatures, tonight still a little bit cooler compared to our Skycast model, say a single digit still in the Mohawk Valley, warming up into the upper teens by tomorrow morning, eventually reaching the upper 20s by early tomorrow afternoon, eventually the mid 30s by tomorrow evening. Now, as this warm front pushes through, another weak cold front will arrive after this. This will push in some light rain showers for the lower elevations and some snow showers for the higher elevations. But as this officially pushes through by Monday morning, we're seeing some trace snowfall, some light flurries for your morning commute as this pushes south into the area by noon on Monday. So we take a look at our 7-day forecast for tonight, though. A low of 14 degrees, chilly. We are warming up throughout the night. Tomorrow, a high of 38 degrees, a little bit warmer. Our 7-day forecast, finally get to it. We're looking ahead towards Tuesday. Some rain showers arriving, a high of 41 degrees. Wednesday, looking at some sunshine too. Thursday, a mixture of rain and snow yet again. Dry on Friday. We're also keeping an eye on the possibility of some rain and snow Wednesday or Saturday, looking to be more on the rainy side compared to snow. We'll keep you updated throughout the weekend.